Let's get started talking about health. We have a lot of collocations to talk about today. So say hi if you're there.
Hello.
Welcome back, Julia. Okay, great. It's already week 10. So the week 10 is behind.
I can't believe.
Cannot believe, right? It's you have almost reached the peak of the mountain.
Oh, I think yes.
Yeah, yeah. Tatiana
Mm.
is here. She's happy.
Oh,
Hi.
hello.
Hello.
Oh, guys, 4 weeks and then you're out. You're flying out of your native, out of your nest. You're like birds, ready to fly.
Mhm. This morning my daughter felt sick, and I think about it in English, and I can talk about it in English. It's very easy, no problem. She had food poisoning.
Oh, food
She,
poisoning. Wow.
she, yes, she drink not good milk, I think. Maybe yogurt, maybe milk. And now she gets better.
She's getting better, yes.
She's getting better.
She's getting better. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay. You see, like you're now able to speak about food poisoning, so that your daughter she fell sick. Hmm.
Yes, and I training my chance because all day my kids
It's good.
jump, run. Um, they do something every minute, and I
Kids
cannot. Yes, my kids do something every minute, and I cannot just sit down on the table and
at the
study
table. You
something
sit at the table.
at the table. Yes, and I can't concentrate.
Okay. Uh huh.
And now I study my chunks every minute. I use my how to say naушник.
Headphones.
The,
Headphones.
Okay, just
it's
helping. Headphones,
uh,
earpieces, AirPods, if you have like this. So
yes, and
headset, like me.
yes
Hmm.
go to the flat and here we have every day. And then, when I have time, free
Hmm.
time, usually in the night, I try to study something, and it works because I can
Works, of course.
yes, and I can remember all this chunk. I don't know.
Oh
It's
wow, it's a miracle. Yes, we're all losing weight. It's a miracle.
yes,
You just need to take one pill a day, and then you can lose 5 grams, 500 grams every day. Oh my God, that's such a miracle. No,
mm,
it's all hard work, and I see that we are different generation because you probably guys you were born in the 80s, yeah, yeah.
In the 17th.
That's okay. Okay, somebody's a bit older, but
Yeah.
let's say we were born maybe kind of like in the same decade,
yes.
and where we have like five, maybe 70 years apart, and that's it. But I see that let's say like the further, yes, the further generation of people, people who were born in 90s and yeah, in 90s, so they do not want to work hard, and I see that it's probably related to almost anything they do. So people fall for false advertisement, like it's easy, it's fast, it's fantastic, wow, 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 and then they get, I guess, inspired, hooked on such catchy, mm, okay, catchy declarations. But then when it comes to achieving a certain result, then they drop out or they do not reach this. So why do you think it happens? I can already see the difference, but I'm trying to understand how to reach out to a younger generation of students. What do you think, Tatiana?
I don't know why it happens, but I think they just want to get everything right here and at once without applying much effort. And and of course, it's difficult to work with. A lot of my co-workers are from the generation that was born in the yes, in 90s.
In 90s, yeah.
Yes, and I don't know why it happens, but I think they are more persistent. Maybe they just want. They know what they want, and they do. They try to find the easiest way to achieve it, I think.
So what
But
are you saying? Are you saying that, because like you guys are all here, so you made a mistake?
No, it's not a mistake, but I can't explain this. So
Yeah.
they are just different generation. That's it.
I think Olga knows the answer. I can see that in her eyes. You need to unmute yourself, yeah.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I can't say that I know the answer. I just think that it's a new generation. It's just the pace they go. It's the flow. It's everything is quite fast right now. Fast food. They want to study fast and to get fast results. And the same is with their health and with keeping fit. And even nowadays, I think it is possible to get everything fast. It's just our rhythm, our life, and nothing is wrong with it.
So what do you think, like, what if I, let's say I shrink this course, I make it like 1 month course?
So as for me, as I've been learning English for quite, I think, many years, I understand that there are no fast results in learning English. I mean, we can't say that, okay, guys, let's, you will speak English in 10 days. It's just, yes, it's just the investment. Someone just makes money. But as for your course, I think it's just impossible. Even for 1 week, I mean, if you look back, and even just if you now see the results of people who just have submitted the tasks, it's quite difficult to keep up with the group. I mean, you should, and of course it's impossible, not impossible, of course you can do it, but anyone won't get good results. Yeah, but
so it's impossible, right? I mean,
everything is possible.
Okay.
It's not easy, but what is easy, I don't know really. The thing I know is that you should be in a hurry all the time right now. You should be just the same, you should be on the same wavelength with their generation, with their teenagers, just and nothing is wrong with it. Just it's our life. Maybe next generation won't be so quick-minded. And maybe it won't be so much, it won't be hectic or whatever, I don't know.
So as I understand, I should not reach out to younger generations because probably it's not for them. I'm thinking about like why, because all right, let's say that there's a number of people that follow me and they're maybe 10 years younger than I, but they still looking for. Okay, I'll tell you why. Because I used to have a student that was about 2 years. Okay, let's say that she's 28, maybe 27, and she she has been studying English for probably about 5 years, I guess now, and she would always try to find like an easy way, but nothing works, and she's still looking. But time flies, right? You cannot stop.
She's still searching for that ideal pill.
To me, it's like an apple of youth. It's somewhere, so you have to find it and partake of that apple, and wow, you will become younger. I don't really believe that is going to happen. So I'm trying to, and I keep talking to her. I just keep telling her, like, come on, you can try this course, you can try this marathon, but it will not really get you far, because please understand, you don't have to go with me, okay? No, but you have to work hard, and you will have to do something which is logical, reasonable, which can actually take you there. So by doing things that are pretty ineffective, you will have a very low result. It's like, let's say you run only once a week for 10 minutes, and you're still hoping to lose weight. Do you think it's going to happen? Maybe in 10 years. I don't know. Like, this is what I don't understand. I understand that they want everything
But
fast
how do you
right now.
understand? How do you explain your student? How do you explain that hard work on the hard work is? Because I have the same problem. I have a student. We've been together for 2 years, and he right now he even doesn't do his homework. Really, he doesn't do his homework. He tries to find excuses, yeah, and every time he is complaining that he can't speak, that he's not good at listening. But the thing is that he doesn't do his homework. He says that he has no time, but hard work, yeah, hard work.
Yeah, I usually draw parallels. I try to find the people they adore, their idols. And let's say I'm talking about, like, hey, look at this rapper. Okay, let's say they like Face. Okay, whoever is popular. Okay, and then so, like, do you really think that this guy got to the top just by doing nothing? I mean, still, you have to tour around Russia. Let's say you have to travel, you have to be on many flights. You maybe sometimes you don't sleep, sometimes maybe you don't even have time for lunch. So what do you think? It's not hard work? Yeah, because people only see like great results, but they don't see the hard work which is behind the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can show you, let's say, a bunch of money and with girls and champagne and so on. It's cool, but you also need to understand that he has to compose his lyrics. He has to spend some time in the studio, let's say, then plan his show, whatever. So it's also work. It is fun, maybe, and that's why he doesn't really notice how hard it is. But let's say we take this teenager and replace, so we swap places, then that kid will start crying. Please, no, I want my life back. I will do my homework. Please, don't do this to me. So I think that maybe a great analogy can help. And I'm trying to be honest with students. I say, like, I have a list of phrases and collocations, whatever. So I say, like, hey, this is what you need. So you see this much info, or let's say this amount of phrases in words and phrases and collocations, okay, chunks, monks, phrasal verbs. It's going to get you to this level. Yeah, but if you choose not to do this, like you, and I say, like, you always have an option. You can do only 3 pages, let's say, figuratively speaking, or you can do 10 pages. So you decide how much you want to get out of this. So I with teenagers, okay, little kids, I don't ask, I just teach. But teenagers, let's say 13, 14, 15, and so on, I'm trying to talk some sense into them. Maybe that's why they like me so much, but it's not easy. They are lazy and so on. But I say, like, this is the amount we need, the amount of info or the amount of knowledge. And and I try to inspire them by being a great example myself. Like, that's what I hope works. So, hey, see how well I can speak, what I can say, and I still want to become better, okay? I think it's a game that you can play all your life. I mean, learning another language, you can always perfect, yes?
But what about grown-ups?
Grown-ups are, they are definitely a much easier category of people, because they are, well, you can motivated, plus they have already tasted the bitterness of life.
And they pay. And they pay.
Well, that helps.
Yeah.
That helps. But they're grown ups, okay? So you can explain to them very quite easy things. So it's like, hey, if you want to buy a flat, you have to take a mortgage. So like if you don't have enough money, right? So they understand that. And then I say, like, how many years do you have to work or to pay
The
to
mortgage.
pay it back?
Mhm.
So 10, 15, okay? So that's, you understand, you cannot get sick. You understand, you cannot skip your payments because the bank will take your flat away, will take it back. So you will lose. So if you take on this journey, if you start this journey, there's only one end. You need to reach the land. Oh, like figuratively speaking, I like to. So you're saying,
But if they don't do their homework, anyway, there are cases when grown-ups
I,
don't do their homework. No?
they don't. Then I say, like, okay, I usually say, what do you want? Do you want to achieve a great result? Why do you hire me? Why do you pay me? I always make it about money. I say, like, you are wasting your money. And more importantly, you are wasting your time. Okay? So, so what I'm trying to say, I'm telling them there are two options. You either buy more classes, so I have to like see you every day, okay? Or you do homework, you do more homework because you cannot afford me every day. And a lot of them actually choose the first option. They say like, okay, Venom, let's do it like almost every day. But those who can't, they understand the deal. So they take on this deal, and so they cannot escape like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. We muted you. No problem. I like this feature a lot. Just to mute the person. And then no sound is coming. Okay, so everything is fantastic. So I think once again, if you are playing, if it's a fair play, Elena and I have been talking about this a lot, and we've come to this realization or understanding that if you, at the very beginning, before you start your classes, if you set the rules very clearly, you tell what's going to happen. You're not going to have fine print. You understand fine print? Yes, like somewhere here in your contract, you have to do your homework. Okay, so I didn't see this. You're a liar. Okay, whoa.
What a surprise.
Yeah. So if you tell them about every rule, you set the rules, and you say like, "That's the deal. Are you taking it?" It's not too late to say no. So I'm trying to put, let's say, their education first and money second. It's important because if you don't, if you're like only going for money, then you will be obliged to them. But I think they should be afraid to lose you, like because you're a great coach, you're a great person, maybe, okay, like that. You work hard. So I think it's better to have 5 students than 10, but 5 who really appreciate what you do, who work hard. Then you have 10, and maybe they pay you a little bit more, but they don't respect you. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about health, okay? I see like we have only 3 survivors today.
I wonder why.
It's a marathon. I guess.
We are the most healthy persons.
Yes.
The healthiest.
The healthiest, yes. You don't smoke,
Yeah,
you
the
don't drink, you
healthiest.
don't do
I'm
drugs.
sorry. Yeah.
That's okay. We all learn. Okay, we all make mistakes. All right, let's talk about locations that were new to you from the topic. I want to understand, I want to estimate the efficiency of the material you received at the beginning of this week for each of you. Julia, can you speak? You need to unmute yourself. Like there's a button somewhere. Unmute yourself. Julia Guskova, you need to unmute yourself. Julia likes to talk with being microphone muted, with your microphone muted. You need to unmute yourself. It's week 10. I'm sure you already know.
She got used to talking to herself, I think, just while making videos. And nothing is important.
Oh, what is so cruel. Okay, I like that. There's a button. It's on the top of your screen. It's a microphone. You need to click on it to speak.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
Fantastic. Please.
Find on my smartphone just. Okay, I can start.
Okay.
I think your health is up to you. I don't like when people waste time self-diagnosing on the internet, and when they waste time to take home remedies.
Home remedies.
Remedies, yes. I don't fear doctors. I don't fear injections, needles, but I really fear blood. If I see blood, I cannot see it. I always feel dizzy and sick. I don't know why. I grew up very healthy baby, and I have never been seriously ill. In my childhood, but once I hurt my leg. I
heard.
Hurt my leg, yes, and I was 11 years old, and I had unbearable pain in my leg, and when I hurt my foot, my parents were kind of confused. They thought it was not a stress fracture.
Fracture. Okay, good word.
Fracture, yes, and they didn't call an ambulance. But after some days, my foot, I was limping, and my feet was swollen during several days. It was a dark blue color, and then my mom called an ambulance, and the doctor examined my foot. After they did
leg or foot? Yes, foot.
After they did an X-ray, it was not stress fracture, but the doctor was an expert in his field, and I recovered my health very quickly. Recovered my health very quickly. Also, once I got a sore throat, and I spent 3 weeks in the hospital. I was like, okay, but after a while, my eyesight, yes,
my vision, you can say vision.
Yes, had deteriorated.
Oh, wow, that's a big word. Okay,
deteriorated, and nothing interesting in several years. Maybe I just caught a cold or got the flu.
Very good.
I'm now I always get vaccinated against the flu, and all my family gives this shot every year.
Gets shot. Yeah. Gets vaccinated. You can say gets vaccinated or gets this shot.
Yes, I understand. Okay. I'm not allergic to pollen or something else, but I don't like take a painkiller.
I don't like taking painkillers.
Painkillers without a painkiller or without serious reasons. When I'm getting sick, I try to make an appointment with my doctor and buy drugs. After the doctor gives a prescription.
Okay.
Because some of them drugs.
Some of those drugs.
Yes, they have side effects.
Of course,
And
they do.
of course. I have some cavities, and I had treat my teeth by the dentist.
I had to treat my teeth. We know who treats teeth. It's always a dentist. It's not a massage therapist. So, well, maybe.
I take control of my health, and I have a few healthy habits. I know this. My body is mostly water. It makes up about 2/3 of my weight. And the first healthy habit, I drink water a lot. I drink plenty of water during the day.
To stay hydrated.
Yes, it's very good for my heart and the blood system, my skin, hair, nails. I maintain my healthy, and sometimes I take vitamins.
Vitamins. Vitamins.
Yes, it's always good for my hormone and immune system. I like healthy food, and healthy food for me is a balanced diet. And I cut down sugar and wheat flour more than 8 months ago, and I lost 10 kilos today.
Wow.
After I had my second child. I also measure my pressure.
Blood pressure.
Yes, I control heart rate and the number of steps during the day using my smartwatch. I try to get some information about our health in the internet.
On the internet.
Yes. And I'm going to the gym after my doctor will allow me because I had a back hurt a few months ago.
Back pain. I had pain in my back.
Back pain.
Okay, back pain or ache.
Because I want to be fit, and 6 years ago I gave up smoking because I had a problem with my breath.
No, I had a problem with my with breathing, or lungs.
Breathing. I had a cough, a strong cough, and I know it's better to look after your health than go to the doctor and go to the doctor's check-ups from time to time. I have a free medical insurance, but I'm gonna get a shitty doctor once, and I prefer to go to the paid medical center now. It's a big medical center, Kulakova prenatal center. How to say in English? Prenatal center.
You can say that it's prenatal. Okay, it's the same.
It's very big and serious and major hospital in Moscow, and they they have a lot of medicine.
They have a lot of different. They provide different sorts of treatment.
Как сказать? Последнее достижение в медицине.
You can say it's the cutting age. Like this book, yes.
It's
the cutting edge of. It's the cutting edge, like it's the cutting edge, or you can say that it's up to date technology
up-to-date technology.
Whatever you like. Okay. You got an ad up to date.
Yes, and I think in Russia there are many talented doctors, but we just need to look for them.
You just need to look for them. You just need to find them right. Okay.
Yes, because I have one question. Why people try to go abroad and give some medicine in other country? Because in Russia we have talented doctors too.
And they try to get some treatment.
Yes,
Not to. We're not talking about medicine because medicine and medications, that's different. It's what you take.
Some treatment.
Okay, great. Are you asking Olga and Tatiana? Do you guys have any questions about Julia's medical card?
No questions.
Because now you know everything about her health. That's good. Cool. She stopped, quit smoking 8 years ago. Healthy, lost 10 kilos. The color of her hair is now brighter.
The moment difficult for me. Don't eat sugar and bread.
Not to eat. Not to eat.
Yeah, difficult for me to eat, not to eat, or to avoid. You can say. That's okay. Just drink some water. Okay, water always helps. It's a great replacement. And if you cannot fight this habit, then you can get a pacifier. It does help too. A pacifier is like a small thing that you can borrow from your youngest one and suck on it. It helps. It might look strange, around the house, or you can maybe have some kind of candy. I don't know, or maybe suck on something. But I think you just should resist because you're a grown up. So I'm sure it's you just command yourself. All right, let's talk about you, Olga. So what collocations have you found that were very useful, or let's say something that you didn't see before?
Am I supposed to speak about my health? Because I think it's not.
Sorry, guys, I need to go because
To go.
my
Okay.
Yes.
All right, no problem. Okay, thanks for the story. See you later.
See you later.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Olga, you don't need to tell me.
Am I supposed to speak about my? Because I have already done the story and I was
No.
speaking
It's
about my
just
health
it's,
today,
it's
making the
Julia.
video. I
It's
mean,
Julia. Julia likes to tell a story.
I don't know.
couldn't
Yeah.
stop her.
Yeah, I understand. Because I have one question. Maybe just I want to understand it for myself. We have different words like sore. Yeah, it's an adjective. You have just a suffix ache.
Yeah.
Suffix ache. Yeah, it's just like a suffix. And we have pain. And we have different collocations and words. For example, we can say, I'm not speaking about me. He has a backache. Can we say so?
We can say, yeah.
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 He has a pain in his back.
Yes, another way.
Yeah. But can we say because I have never seen like he has a sore back. We can't say so. I
Sore
heard
back, why not?
sore. Yeah, is it possible?
Why not?
I don't know because I have never just seen it. I met sore throat. Yeah, it's possible. But what is with sore? Because every time it's okay. Yes, we have headache, toothache, stomach ache.
It's just two words. You're talking about two words.
Yeah.
You can say back pain, okay? You're just describing one of your symptoms, okay, that you're feeling.
It is possible. Mm-hmm.
But you can also say sore anything.
Yeah,
Well,
it's just an adjective, yeah?
Yeah. You wouldn't say like, I have sore teeth because that's strange. You would say like, I have pain in my teeth.
I understand.
Yeah, but you would say like sore back. I have a sore back.
It's possible, yeah?
Absolutely.
I understand. Because for me, I just understood like that, that some phrases are possible because they are already collocations and some are not, just for me, because I wanted to to make it clear. And what else? But nothing. Yeah. And I wrote here about to suffer from, because I was sure to suffer from, but here we have to suffer with, and I just couldn't quite understand it. Is it possible to say to suffer with?
All right. First of all, suffer from. Okay, suffer from.
Yeah.
It's very common. Like you can
Yeah.
suffer from actually anything, not only
Yeah.
health problems. Yes.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about the combination suffer with, then it is less commonly used. It's still used. Okay. But let's say you're talking about some kind of disorder, like I suffer with autism. Okay.
Oh, really?
Or I suffer with adjustment disorder, which is to me a more medical term.
I understand. Thank you.
You can say I suffer with stress.
So then, to make an appointment with the doctor, can we say to consult the doctor, to address the doctor? No.
They're a bit different, because when you make an appointment, then you just schedule a visit, right?
Yeah.
If you
Schedule visit.
consult, then it can be over the phone. It can be, so you don't need to see that person, right? Address, it means when you just want to talk to somebody. So I can even say, like, how can I address you? Oh, please call me John. Okay.
But is it possible to say with the doctor? I mean, to use it with the doctor.
Okay, use it.
Consult. Yeah.
Use it. No, use it. Use it. No, use it. Give me an example. Like you want to use it.
So, for example, I have a back. I have a pain in my back. I want to consult the doctor.
Yeah, about my. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
So I have no more questions concerning the vocabulary.
Because I can give you a few examples of that, okay? Because we don't have exactly what you're saying, but you could still say that. Let's say, on the other hand, I'm just going to, I can copy and paste. I can share an excerpt. Excerpt, it's a piece of something. It's right here. You can see this if you go to chat. I don't know if you can do this, because I remember that I failed explaining how to use the chat. So I gave up. But can you?
A chat?
Yeah, the chat, right.
Yeah.
Wow, my God. Diana, can you see the chat?
Yeah, but I don't see any messages here right now. Should I? Or shall I see any?
What chat are you talking about? Hangouts?
Yeah. Are we speaking about Hangout chat?
Okay, I can use this chat. Okay, WhatsApp.
Yeah, I can see.
You see that it's normally it's used in a passive form.
Be addressed by doctor. Understand.
And you can definitely say address, because addressed, it means when you apply to a doctor, yeah? Because addressed, it means you speak to somebody. Let's say I have a group of people, like you. So today I have a group of people, so it's you. And I can say, like, so I had to address a group of people in front of me in order to talk about something. Okay, let's say. Feel how it works?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, anything else there? Okay, maybe from Tatiana.
So new, what
was new? Yes.
Yes, what was new for me?
Yeah, what was new?
I can't hear Tatiana. Can you hear
her? Not yet. She's in and out, like a trout.
Well, she's out. May I ask you, how to say, организовать, let it be урок, встречу, make an appointment? No.
You're talking about an event, maybe.
А если это урок? If we are speaking about lesson?
What we do, we schedule classes.
Schedule. But when we have to, when you want to change the time,
you wanna reschedule the class.
reschedule.
Yeah, or you wanna move it to move to Monday.
I was speaking about move. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually say like, can we move it to Monday? Can we do it later? Can I teach you on? Yeah, but you can even say organize. Like I can organize your classes. I can schedule your classes. I can work in my schedule. I can put you on my schedule.
I understand. Thank you.
Seek locations everywhere. Yeah,
Schedule.
everywhere.
Yeah. So because I just wanted to check whether I use it correctly. I mean,
Of course.
the same is with, yeah.
And what I've already said or mentioned, really, I advise you to use this website. It's called Ludwig.
Yeah, remember Ludwig.
I do use it. Okay, so I have paid for premium plan. It's only 3 years, but I'm quite happy because I can check if people say something. Okay,
is it worthy? I mean,
it is. Yeah, it's quite helpful because. Anyway, think about this. You still have to check if it's valid, right? If it's a valid phrase. How do you do that? You can use Google, quotation marks, your phrase, yes, and see how many hits, results you get. So still you're not sure about the sources. But here with Ludwig, at least you see what source used that or this phrase, right?
Yeah, I understand.
So that's how I do this. I see if I see that people write like this, I feel at least somewhat safe. If I see like there's no hits, I understand. Okay, this is something people don't say, and I am learning or teaching this phrase to somebody. Because we all want to speak, we want to be understandable, understood, and at some point we also want to speak correctly.
Yeah, there is.
Definitely. All right, well, Tatiana, you're back. I hope you can talk.
I'm sorry, today something goes wrong with the internet connection, and so I'm kicked out of the conversation every minute. So new phrases for me were to give a shot. I've never
heard this.
Yes, heard this before. To administer a drug and to start an IV. And all the rest are quite familiar to me.
Okay, that's good. Okay, put on IV. You can say start an IV. You can say put on IV.
So this actually IV is new for me.
We say this a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't learn pounding headache and throbbing headache. I don't know how to put it. Yeah, it's okay with unbearable pain, but pounding and throbbing, I just I think I'm making different stickers, and I don't know how to remember. I usually use different associations to remember some phrases, but these two words can't.
Pounding.
I can't put them in my mind. Yeah.
I cannot put them in my mind. Yes, I cannot keep them in my mind.
Yeah. Just even put. It's okay if you put them. I think it's okay to keep, but to put, it's quite difficult sometimes.
Why don't you start with pounding headache?
Pounding. I didn't really how to remember that pounding headache.
Okay, I have a few ideas. Okay, so pound. You understand pound, yeah?
Yeah.
That's pound. So, and you know that pound is what used. What is pound actually? Like, if you think about pound itself, what is it? A unit, yes. It's a unit of weight, yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
imagine that a pound of that weight being thrown at your head.
Yeah. Okay. Let it be.
And not only once. Would that be such a pleasure to forget about this? No. Yeah. Yes, I guess you would like to forget about this pounding headache.
But you only have it, but you can't.
So pound because it's a pound. So you're
Yeah.
still getting hit with a hammer. So I think that's somewhat creative, I'd say.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's another word you said, yes?
Yeah. Throbbing.
Throbbing, yes. Um, what it is to you, like if you say throb, yes? Throb is quite easy to remember because we have this word, kind of like similar word in Russian, yes? Because we have tromp.
Yeah.
So in that, so tromp, I'm speaking Russian now, tromp, can help you memorize this word because throbbing, it's when, let's say you have you ever seen people who had, it's called clot in English, thromb, clot, no?
Clot.
Basically, when your blood cannot circulate anymore,
Yeah. They have. Yeah. They have clot there,
yeah,
and
so the
there are
pulse is
some.
growing, it's going up, not, yeah.
Oh.
And so you can say like throbbing because throbbing is about pulsation. Because pounding, it's when, let's say, you hit the wall, and it's a pounding headache. Because from the hit, you could maybe fall off the bike, yes, and hit your head.
Yeah.
So you would have that pounding headache. But when you have that throbbing headache, it's
You have, for example, toothache, and you have a throbbing toothache. Yeah. Throbbing. Yeah.
because it's
I don't know why.
pulsatory, so it keeps pulsing.
I'll say.
Pulsatory. Okay, you don't need medical terms, I guess. I just work with doctors, and that's why I know. So pulsatory, and because it keeps pulsing. Uh, it keeps it keeps pulsating. Okay, I slip off my tongue. Okay, so it keeps pulsating, so that's why throbbing headache. You understand that it's somewhere in your vessels. It's kind of like migraine. Have you ever had? Because women, they usually have it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I had it last year, and I had to make an appointment with the doctor, and he prescribed me some medicine to soothe pain.
Can I? Where can I share this? Where can I share a piece of text with you? Here in this chat or WhatsApp?
Yeah. Yeah. You. I think all their chats are possible. No.
I just did. Tatiana, what do you see?
I see nothing. I should go out of the conversation and watch.
Then use
what,
WhatsApp, I guess.
Yeah. You've sent it in WhatsApp. You're great.
So overview. So like migraine can cause severe throbbing pain or pulsing sensation, usually on just one side of the head. Now you will never forget this. Throbbing
Yeah.
pain.
I should. And what about come down with the pain? Is it with something? Is it about pain only? Or, I mean, diseases? I came down with flu, for example, yeah? I came down
I feel
with...
like come down with it's usually infections. Yes, it's
infections.
yeah. You come down with a cold, chicken pox. But it can also be used, let's say, like television has come down with a case of something like, okay, what I worry about is 10 or 15 years down the road, do I come down with radiation sickness? Like mostly it's about sickness, okay?
Hmm.
But sometimes people can say like come down. It's like when you maybe suffer from something, okay? Suffer from.
Yeah, I understand.
Which means can be used also figuratively speaking, like when I was talking about the television. So it's kind of like an illness,
Hmm.
because if we talk about, I was saying, like television has come down with giganticism. You got to be careful with me when you ask me questions because I can become too advanced sometimes.
No, no, no. It's okay.
Uh, because giganticism, it's when medically speaking something is growing to big hormonal imbalance, okay, and but again I am using this, I'm talking figuratively speaking, yes, figuratively, I'm speaking figuratively, and I'm using, let's say that television now they think that it's the only important source of information, okay, and I can say that television has come down with giganticism because they have this imbalance. Oh man.
Hmm.
Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear. Thank you very much. When I had something in my mind. Okay.
It's like gigantism. Gigantism. It looks like a very easy word, but when you want to say it, it's not so easy.
Is it like a giant? Yeah, that comes from giant.
Gigantism. Yeah, giants.
Giant, and then ism.
Gigantism. Gigant. It's yeah. Tism, and gigant.
Ah,
Gigantism.
gigant.
Gigantism. Tism. That's hard. Tism. Gigantism. This is what I keep telling students, okay, when they cannot pronounce something, like especially if it's a new word, I keep saying like, say it like 100 times. Why do you think I can speak so well? Because I have to suffer. Like I have to say, sit in front of my computer and then say it many times. Giganticism, gigantism. Like, see, like it's still complicated. All right, that's it
Yeah, thank you.
about
About the calculations. Are we going to have the last week? Next week is the last one, no?
yeah, but we're going to have one more week because we need to review what we have learned. And I would like to unveil, or let's say to, so move the curtain, let's say. Last week, we're going to work on spontaneous speech,
Mm-hmm.
which will be based on the topics that you have already learned. You will have a series of different tasks regarding a combination of different topics. So it's not going to be like, oh, talk about health. No, because the last week will clearly demonstrate how well you can put the phrases that you have already learned together, how well you can speculate on some topics. Because when people speak, they they not only talk about health, okay, so they can jump from one topic to another. You know, healthcare system is so expensive. Yes, I can't afford this body. You know what, I had to borrow some money from my mom last week because I fell sick, and plus, you know, I was hired, like, see, like I would just mix everything up, job, money, and then health, And then, oh, and one more sad thing, I broke up with my girlfriend. Jesus, she broke my heart. See, like, now I'm talking about relationship all of a sudden. Like people always just jump around. See, they don't talk only about, oh, it's only health. Son, do not talk about your relationship. Do not talk about money. Concentrate on health. Only one topic. No.
No, of course.
So spontaneous speech, so which means you will have to go through each list of collocations again. So kind of like it's going to be a sort of exam, well, like a test for you, just to see what you have taken from the course. How, yes, how well you can converse, yeah, on different range of topics, jumping around from one to another and having no issues. Does that sound spooky?
No.
Spooky, spooky, spooky.
No.
Mm.
I think it's a good idea because just this week, for example, I'm trying to slow down.
Cool down.
Yeah, a bit. I see that I'm a bit quite a bit slower than usual. Enjoying studying because I I suddenly understood that next week will be the last one, and I found out I have got 2 folders, and I just looking through my second folder, trying to revise some vocabulary, and enjoying every day. But you say that we have 2 more weeks, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, why not? What?
Yeah, everything is okay.
And for some people who cannot catch up with the course, then they will be given 1 more month just to finalize everything.
Are you going to have webinars as well? No?
No.
No.
No, because that's the
just
schedule.
for themselves, yeah?
Yes. So they can still submit their assignments. They can still talk to me. I mean, use our group chat, but they don't have the privilege of live sessions anymore because it's only one-time deal. You take it when it's offered. If you choose not to, then why should somebody chase you? Come on, it's a grown-up world. We're not kids.
Of course.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about health. Okay, so because Tatiana, you haven't really uttered any words today. You've been pretty speechless.
Yes. I'm much more like a listener than speaker. I mean, in general, even in Russian. I like to listen to people.
Sometimes you have to talk to, right?
I don't mind.
But we mind. We'd like to listen to you.
Okay. What would you like to listen to me?
I would like to hear about, let's say, if you've ever had any serious health issues besides your story, or maybe somebody.
Yeah, let's just maybe discuss some stories, not like speaking about your health and just as we were supposed to do it in our video, because I listened to Tatiana's video. That's what I do. I mean, I listen to Tatiana, Alexandra, and some Valerie, and some other Valerie, because I just every time I'm trying to kick her and remember her about our deadline. Remind her, yeah. But today it didn't work. You see, she's offline.
She's off the grid, hiding in her bunker.
She's not with us. Yeah, but let's speak just on some question maybe, yeah. Because today when I was speaking about health, I just remembered the situation when I had to give a bribe to the doctor Yeah, because the situation was quite urgent, and later on I returned this money. But at that time, when I called the ambulance, and my son had just a serious problem with his stomach, and he was about to be operated on, and just several minutes before the operation, the doctor came up to me and asked me a bribe. She said,
Asked me for
a bribe, yeah. And she said, she offered an option. I can give you a bribe, and he will be operated on without any circumstances, as she said, and by a good team of doctors. But as for another case, so I understood everything.
we cannot guarantee anything. Yes.
Yeah, she said like this.
Oh, wow.
But I was so much shocked at that time, because the problem was that we were just from the hospital, from another city with my son, and he stayed at home for 4 days, and we were again hospitalized in our town. And of course I was shocked, and I left the hospital trying to find money and so on. But later on, I found out that this kind of operation is included in our compulsory health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was me who gave her the bribe, and it wasn't she who asked this bribe. Yeah, and of course I saw the situation, and she was grounded, and she returned the money, but
Well, she was punished.
yeah, she was punished. Yeah, but anyway, she still works in that hospital, and I'm sure that she still takes bribes. I wanted to ask you, have you ever seen such situations? Because I know that it was it was my fault that I gave her, but at that time my son was before the operation. Of course I could find
he
any
was in
money.
the surgery, so yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Tatiana?
What about you?
So
Tatiana.
fortunately, I've never had been in such a situation, but luckily my family are all so more or less healthy people, but now we have a very difficult situation with health problems of my parents-in-law, actually my husband's parents.
Mm-hmm.
So both of his parents are seriously ill. His father suffers with cancer, but he is now in remission.
Mm-hmm.
And as for his mother, she is actually right now she is hospitalized in a hospital, and 2 years ago she had a surgery to implant her artificial knee joint.
Mm-hmm.
And the operation was quite a success, but several months later something went wrong, and she how to say, не прижился, отторжение пошло. I don't know
Okay, how do you say that, Olga? Olga?
Отторжение. No, it doesn't work.
She had some complications, and she was hospitalized again, and she spent in hospital for half a year. She had 2 or 3 more surgeries, and then she was discharged from the hospital with no guarantees. So she can't walk by herself. She uses a special device to walk. And but what is more, so what complicates the situation is her overweight and she suffers with diabetes and high blood pressure, and these factors make impossible to do any further surgeries. But we have to do something with her knee, because it's impossible to live like that. So now she is hospitalized to be examined, to take all the required tests, yes, and examinations. And so she wants to have a surgery now, not free of charge, but to pay for the surgery. And the cost is very high. It's nearly 500,000 rubles.
Wow.
And no one guarantees the result, because the situation can repeat, and the doctors give no.
It can occur again.
Yes, it can occur again, and no one can guarantee the successful result. So there are
or result or outcome.
Outcome, yes. So there are 3 ways: either to put forgot this word, not permanent,
temporary.
Not what?
A temporary.
Yes, a temporary joint.
Short time, something, I don't know.
Yes, the other way,
or short term, you can say.
The other way is to put to implant new artificial joint, and the third is just to cut off her leg. Yeah, her leg. Yes.
All right. Speaking about what you were trying to say, but you could not, Olga and you, Tatiana, when you were saying like "не прижилось."
Yeah.
Okay. Think about this. How do we say? This is what I also keep teaching lots of my students. I keep telling them, like, if you cannot say something on this level, what you can do, not to be quiet or like kind of like avoid this or to be afraid, you can always downgrade. And what I want you to think about this, because this is a very interesting case right now. So if you cannot say like, okay, that's your guy, then think about something which can replace this phrase.
Didn't work.
Okay, didn't work. Okay, it didn't work, right? Anything else?
The only phrase I have.
It's a good game, by the way. It's a good game that you could play with your students, or just with yourself, like.
Maybe her body rejected.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Rejected, and you know this word, right, Olga?
Yeah, rejection. Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, so it didn't come to you when you needed.
I just say body and trying to think it maybe more time, and I would remember this.
We always need more time. I mean, oh my God, man, I understand you. So this is this sentence, by the way, it's from a medical website. So it is important to note that dental implant, it can be a failure. It was a failure, or it is not due to the body rejection. So like you can say like that implant was rejected by her body, or it was like here you can say it was implant failure.
I wanted to ask Tatiana, do you yourself have to pay for this operation, or is it possible to I also want to say address the Ministry of Healthcare? Yeah, because
actually
we had the same problem, not the same, but we had to I had the operation for my son, and the implants cost quite a lot of money, and it took us a lot of time, but anyway he was operated on, and right now he's without his implants already. But
So she has already used her quota or something like that. Yes.
Yeah.
So she the first time she was operated on, it was free of charge. And then she, when the doctors here in our city told that they said that they couldn't do anything more, she applied for a special quota for the ministry
Yeah,
to the
quota.
Ministry of Healthcare of our region,
Yeah.
and she got that quota to be operated on in Novosibirsk. She and my husband actually went to Novosibirsk, but Novosibirsk doctors refused to operate her, to give her surgery or to, yeah. And because of her overweight, high blood pressure, so there were some not contradictions. So there were some medical issues that didn't make the surgery possible.
Okay.
And so they even refused to hospitalize her. And there was not very good situation when they called an ambulance. And the ambulance just so not drove her, so took her to another hospital, and she spent there 2 weeks just in a, I think, some kind of physical department or physician department.
Physiotherapies.
So, yes, maybe a therapist department, and
physiotherapy.
In the therapy, yes,
Okay.
and they just tried to stabilize her blood pressure and maybe weight or something like that. So there was no use of flying to Novosibirsk just for nothing. And now she just wants herself to pay for the operation, because she doesn't want to wait another year to get a quota.
Well, yeah, you do something now where.
Yeah, because she waited for, I think, for a year to get a free quota to
be approved. Yes.
Yes, to be approved.
Stabilized. Yeah, kind of harsh, like when you listen to all those stories and then you understand that you cannot get any help. It's all on you. Because, like, I wanted to say, the government can help low-income individuals in certain groups pay for medical care and prescriptions. Like, for example, they cover people who do not have any job, or pregnant women. Yes. Let's say if you're pregnant and then it is a very critical condition, for your body, because you can easily die if you're not provided with basic medical care. So then what's going to happen to you? Yeah, well, I hope that everything is going to be okay, but I just know one thing, that in this country you really have to rely on yourself.
Yes.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, and so, but I think what is, like, more importantly, you need to foresee such scenarios. And I know that in many cases we fail to take good care of our body, and we cannot foresee how we have come to this result when we have to deal with something. I'm just saying that nothing happens all of a sudden. You always have some kind of course of action taken before. So it makes sense that you trying to stay healthy. Of course, even a healthy person can get terminal sick and die. But let's say that you still you raise your chances.
Do you, Vadim, go to an annual maybe checkup?
Not really. I'm like, let's say that I'm one of those people who would prefer to go to the gym, and then I kind of like know my issues, so to speak. But yes, of course, if I feel some kind of discomfort or pain or something unusual, then yeah, I do check my body. But I think I am about to start having this annual checkups, like because I'm aging, so I'm not getting younger, and I understand that I need to take better care of my body. Because body changes, is changing, and so different things. But I can definitely tell you that after going to the gym, I feel much better. I feel younger, and if you ask me to recommend something to you, then I would say try to eat healthy. Um, yeah, try not to eat anything like a lot of fat or processed products or ready to eat food, okay, because you don't really know what people put in there. And
Yeah.
in Russia, no, I don't trust anyone. A good product can easily turn into a shitty product in like no time, especially when it becomes very popular and famous. So then immediately the owners of that company or product, they think about economizing. They're thinking about cutting down on their operational costs, and so it really results in providing a worse quality. Uh, and I know that you don't need to actually eat a lot. So I'd say you need to have some kind of variety. You always need veggies, vegetables, plain food.
Hmm.
The more you cook, the less it's
Yes.
healthy.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so the more you cook, the less it's healthy. Yes. So kind of like that. Regular meals. What can I say? You sleep. It's three golden rules. Sleep, eat healthy. So do not save money on food. Try to buy good things, and exercise regularly. And of course, if you have some kind of predisposition, let's say that maybe cancer runs in your family, or I don't know, like some kind of disease. Maybe you think you might inherit this, or you might have inherited it from your parents. So make sure that you check this thing first. I don't need to talk about dental care. That's quite
Yeah.
that's quite basic.
Yeah.
Um, so, and they ask how you can prolong your life. So, your lifespan, you will not be one of those numbers in statistics or in statistics reports, people who die before 60 in Russia. Take everything with a grain of salt. Is That's the phrase. With a pinch of salt. Oh no, grain. No. Madam's right. Take with a grain of salt. Yeah.
Hmm.
It means like you have to have some kind of degree of skepticism about the
Hmm.
any truth. So, okay, in case you need this phrase, take with a grain of salt.
Hmm.
Um, I guess I have already said everything, so nothing new. And I keep saying that basic things are very underestimated. I don't know why, but people always look for something unusual, something
Yes.
superb, fantastic,
Something
fascinating, okay,
magic.
magical, yes.
Yeah.
No, basic things work the best. Like people still looking for the best learning method, how to learn English within or in just 10 days, in 30 days.
Yeah.
And they cannot see, they fail to see the magnitude of this course, because people pass by me. They say like, "Oh, Vadim, it's interesting. Okay, tell me more." I tell them more, I say like, oh, let me think about this, and then I see that they have signed up for some kind of marathon. I said, oh, you fucker, okay. So just wasting my time, asked me about my course, and then ran away. But I know that because it's ineffective, so you're just running in circles, my friend, and you're going to stop by my house once again. I am just convinced. Uh, because we're going to improve this course and we're going to update audio recordings quite soon. And so add more interesting exercises. But I already see that the focus group is benefiting from this course. You cannot include every phrase, of course. It's impossible. You have to have a selection of some phrases. But I believe that you already understand how it works. If you want to learn something extra and more, you already know what you need to look for. It's not really about grammar, it's about how you connect those phrases. Even I, by running our regular live sessions, have started speaking better.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, practice makes perfect. So it's so easy to speak now. Thanks to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we should wrap things up for today. I need to go see my barber. I need to get my hair cut. I need to look good and presentable so that all students love me and keep liking my pictures. Oh, such a shame for a 37-year-old guy. But uh, I have to be, as I say, I have to be kind of like this online prostitute to post pictures uh, just to attract more traffic. Oh my God, the world is going down.
Exactly.
But okay, it's a joke, but you understand. Next week I will be. We're going to have our live session from Spain. I'll be in Spain.
When? Are
Lucky
you
you.
going next week?
Yeah, this coming Tuesday, I am flying to Barcelona for 1 day. Then I'm flying to Tenerife.
Mm.
Uh, just want to see what people do there. I will have more interesting videos, so I will activate my blogging skills. I will try to find some locals, shoot some funny videos, interesting to watch.
How long are you going to stay there?
I'm gonna stay there for 9 days. Like the
Are you
whole trip
going?
is 9 days. Okay, 7 days in Tenerife, so 1 week.
Are you going with your family?
Going, yes, with some of my family, I'd say.
Is it a date?
It's kind of like that, you might say. So a lot of things, change. A lot of things let's say, has been changing in my life. But yeah, I am rebuilding myself. Yeah.
It's cool.
Have a nice holiday.
Thank you very much. Okay, I need
Yeah,
to go
next
iron
week.
my polo shirts. uh, yeah.
So enjoy your trip, and
Thank you. I
we
will.
will have a webinar from Tenerife this time.
Right. Maybe you will see a palm
Next
behind
time.
me, or I'll bring
Yeah.
a cactus off the street, where I will be sitting in wearing like this what is it, sombrero,
Yeah.
and smoking
Drinking a
a
nice
cigar.
cocktail, smoking, a cigar,
Muchachos,
and
amigos.
talking
Okay, let's
Yeah,
talk about our 11th session
what
or
is our
10th.
next topic? What is our next
Next topic is traveling.
Traveling. Oh,
Surprise,
yeah.
of course. So, see, I have reached my destination. You remember all those badges, yes, that
yeah.
you have. So, I will add a few more so you guys reach your destination. But it's going to be, it's kind of like a funny turn of events that next week we're talking about traveling, and I am
Absolutely.
traveling.
Yes.
It's cool.
And I travel a lot.
I want to
actually.
experience it as well.
You will. You will.
Of course.
After you learn traveling topic.
So see you on Sunday.
See you on Sunday. Thanks a lot, okay, for being with me.
Thank you. Have a nice
Thank
day.
Take care.
Bye.
Take